Moments away from kickoff here at Westshore Parks and Recreation. BC Rugby Men's Premiership action on the way following the Women's Premiership, Westshore versus Merlaoma. We've got the same matchup here in the men's division. Women's Loma's on top in that game with a dominant showing, 39-21. Now the men in blue looking to reverse course here for Westshore. Leading the way, Captain Kane Parrott.
Hoping for a exciting, tense, tight game. It is always better to have a even matched back and forth than to have a blowout either direction. Going off of Westshore's performance last week, Max, what do you think are some work on areas that maybe the club got together through that Tuesday, Thursday training week and patched on up?
Well, we know from watching Westshore all year that they thrive in dry weather conditions. Both of their losses this year coming during rainy, wet days. So training Tuesday and Thursday, they must have been thinking about that, how they can play their game plan in this wet weather here, especially today. It's been raining all day during that women's premiership game. It's only just let up here at Westshore Parks and Rec with a little bit of sunshine poking through. So the rugby gods shining down here. Westshore ready to go, waiting on the Mariloma men's side.
They are eager. They're here defending the wand. They're not letting anybody stroll over from the mainland and take it without a fight. Potentially maybe less scrums in this match with the rain letting off if it stays this way, but I think the damage has already been done to the field. It is wet, it is muddy, it's just generally mucky. Do you have an over-unders on the scrums today?
We saw in that women's premiership game a grand total of 20 scrums on the day. We have the over-under set at 21.5. I'm going to go with over-under 18.5. Going a little lower in this one.
A little bit lower, 18.5. I will take the overs again.
I'll take the
19
unders.
scrums for my win, 18 for Max.
And now the Mariloma Premier men running onto the field in the orange and black hooped jerseys, facing off against Westshore in the blue. Great match ahead of us. Westshore second in the table, looking to regain that first seed.
Is that hooped as in the rings on their jersey?
That's
like
correct.
A stripe pattern? Tigger, Hobbs, Tigers? It is very orange.
Moments away from kickoff here. Westshore versus Merlaoma BC Rugby Men's Premiership action. Westshore Parks and Rec. Here we go. Reese James on the kickoff to start this match today, going deep.
Nice boot.
It's Ben Pope with the first carry.
Oh, they're playing in front of
That
their posts.
ball, Josh Nordstrom almost picks that one up.
That would have been a stellar
Mariloma
first
playing
try.
deep in their first half early in this game.
Looks like they're setting up.
Joe Kingham not looking too good.
They got to be setting up a kick here.
Abu Al-Naj breaking up that run. Now they go to the kick. Ben Pope.
Off the park.
Off the park, relieving some pressure.
Smart decision there. A little questionable to play in front of your posts that early, but hey, if you got it, you got it.
So Westshore setting up their first lineout of the day on the Lomas 22. 5-man. Toby Higgins in the front. Almost loses that one. Perry gives to Nordstrom. Nordstrom finds Kingham, the 8-man, who runs right into Gawalofa. That ball goes over Gibson's head. Westshore able to maintain control. Now the captain goes with Durango on his hip. Good run there from Kane Parrott. Short side goes Perry. He darts.
He's getting manhandled out there.
Gets brought down.
Always tough to go with those A channels. It can be quite rewarding to dart through.
Now Mariloma picks up the ball out of the ruck. Their first chance with ball in hand on attack.
Let's see what they got. Westshore.
The 10, Tipiani goes deep. Drew Belbin, the debut for him in the Premier 15 jersey.
Good work for him.
Ty Manny on the carry.
Ooh, big pop. Ball's stolen. No, ball's at the back.
Perry able to clean that one up. He darts, thought he saw a bit of a gap.
Oh, the ref's not giving anything because it's a fine turnover.
Oscar Benoit turns that one over.
Ooh, Josh takes that contact quite strong.
Fly half on fly half. Counter ruck almost successful there for Merlaoma. Now Foster Dewitt is carrying. Perry goes to James, who's going to go to the boot. Bit of space there on the far side. Mentiply on the chase. Ends up in Durango's hands. Westshore still in control. Kane Parrott with the ball down the short side. He saw a bit of space outside.
Let him loose.
Now on the Merlaoma 10 is the Valhallians attack. Durango playing 10. Finds Gibson. Gibson goes to Carroll. He gets brought down right away by the strong Merlaoma defense. Abu Al-Naj out the back to Nordstrom. Gives a Paul to do it. Merlaoma unhappy with that pass. Saying forward, play on, says the referee. Midfield now is Westshore. Building some phases. Inside ball from Gibson to Dewitt. Dewitt gets held up. Finally goes to ground just outside Merlaoma 10. James with ball in hand. Chip over the top. And that one's just going to sail out of bounds. Westshore looking fast and on fire here early in this game. Zephyr, are you expecting to see a lot more of that today?
I'm excited if this is what I get to see today. It definitely looks like there might have been a bit of polishing this week with Reece James slotting in at that, what is he, inside center? But regardless, he's the one who seems to be taking things on the boot today. That restart, those chip kicks, having that little bit of identity when you're not really going anywhere, you're at your 40-meter, to just cross-field kick it to your own team to retain possession, absolutely phenomenal. It's making me excited. And even that probing chip over the top resulted in a lineout, which Westshore has been okay at defending in the past.
Connor O'Brien, the captain, able to win that one cleanly in the lineout for Merlaoma. Midfield now is the attack. Coming around the corner is the Merlaoma forwards. Now out the back to Penny. Short little chip over top. Jeff Aluch able to clean it up. He runs into about 3-4 defenders. Tries to throw that ball backwards. Backwards play on, says the referee.
Ooh.
Durango, that was sketchy there from the 7. Gibson's going to go to the air to try and set something up here. Merlaoma easily takes that one, dances around one tackle, finally dances around more tackles.
Holy cow.
Great from Merlaoma to get out of that tackle situation.
If you're as excited as I am, please let us know in the chat. We unfortunately don't have the live chat pulled up due to some data issues. It is just constantly buffering on our end. But let us know. Get excited down there, and we will match your energy even if we can't see it.
Connor O'Brien gets driven back on his carry. Now again, the Merlaoma forwards. Sam Lyon.
More kicking,
to
more
Penny.
kicking over the top.
Sees some space in behind. Jeff Aluch is right there.
Ooh.
Drew Belbin picks it up.
Spinning out of it. No, he couldn't
Belbin
quite spin out
tries
of
to
it.
go down the short side, but gets brought down right away by Ben Pope. Do it again. Slow in the carry.
It's an impressive facade.
Parry to Nordstrom now. Nordstrom's going to go back to the air. Tyus Dimblebi, excuse me.
Charged
down by Nordstrom. Nordstrom picks it up. He's got space in front of him. He's got support both sides. Gives him Mentiply. Mentiply gets one to beat. He gets brought down 10 meters out from the Mariloma line. Quick pick on the ruck from Kingham. Kingham now 5 meters out. Good ruck support here from the Valhallians. Perry digging at the ball, looking for James.
That was wonderful.
James looked like he was trying to set something up with the backs there before that ball came his way. Now Durango picks and goes off the ruck quick. Merlaoma defense standing their ground, pushing this Valhallians attack back. Abu Al-Naj carries on the short side. Goes nowhere with that one. Slowing things down here, Westshore. Nordstrom. Short ball to Kingham. Kingham finds a bit of a gap. Now 3 meters out is Westshore. And penalty against.
Drat. Absolute big drat. Not what
Mariloma defense comes away with a big turnover. 3 meters out from that Westshore attack, looking so dominant.
Great identity there from Loma's defense, especially after how strong Westshore was with that charge down, those quick offloads, that counter-attack play. Bit of a morale saver for the Lomas, I might say.
Merlaoma off the turnover in the rock, setting up a line out just outside their own 22. It is a 4-man line out. Big grouping of players in the backfield. O'Brien able to get that one cleanly. Penalty in the line out.
Offside? Playing offside. Yeah. Tough.
Discipline has been an issue in the past for the Valhallians. I know that's something they've targeted as a cleanup area. Early in this game, they've already got 3 penalties, it seems like.
No scrums yet, though.
That's good for my parlay.
I'm feeling like I'm going to be losing 2 kidneys today. Not what I want.
Merlaoma line out right on the halfway mark. Going back to that 4-man, setting up the same pot in the backfield. One cleanly by the big tall lock.
Westshore has...
Now Lyon runs it from the midfield. The blind side flanker for Merlaoma. Akuzo carries. Going same way as Merlaoma, just setting up phases. Not playing too much ball in hand. That ball doesn't quite meet its mark. Ben Pope able to clean it up. Gets driven back by Peyton Gibson. Pick and go there from the inside center.
Gibson making tackle after tackle.
Other way now, the loose head prop. He's a big boy, hard to bring down. Takes about 3 to get him on the floor. To Penny. To O'Brien. O'Brien sees a bit of space in front of him. That ball bobbles. Merlaoma able to maintain control. Graham with it, dancing around. Doesn't quite go anywhere. Rain starting to come down here at Westshore Parks and Rec. We'll see if that affects either team's gameplay here. Merlaoma still in control in their own half. Nordstrom almost read that one perfectly. Ben Pope dances around a couple. He gets brought down by James and Aluch. Just off the halfway mark here is Merlaoma. Box kick from the scrum half. Drew Belbin there with it. He's going to go for a run, trying to look for some space. He runs into about 3 or 4, gets brought down hard. Carroll there on the counter ruck, not quite quick enough. Merlaoma ends up with it now. Boom, fun, big in midfield.
Big, strong collisions.
To Penny. Carroll on the tackle there in that last phase. Now O'Brien, the captain, carries on a short ball. He almost gets crunched.
Back. Impressive to stay on his feet there. Flying in 1v2.
Pretty slow phases here from both teams early in this match. Both sides just trying to feel each other out. A little dart there from the inside center. He gets away. He's through. Gets tripped up by Joe Kingham. Great work from Kingham to put down that attack before it got deadly for Westshore. Merlaoma still in control. That ball spills out, and it's going to be a penalty against Westshore.
Tough position to be in to receive a penalty that close to your try line. Max's brain is turning into mush. His mid-game hot dog has hit him in the belly. Lethargy is setting in.
Merlaoma back in their boys. Going to go to the corner. Not looking to put 3 points on the board early here. They want 7. So Mariloma men's Preimership line out on the Westshore 5-meter mark. Loma's trying to put the first points on the board here in today's game. 12 minutes gone so far.
Expect the maul here.
To the middle, almost gets disrupted by Higgins. That maul gets brought down, and it's a knock-on for the Valhallians.
Great work. There's one thing Westshore can do. It is defend a maul.
Westshore defense coming away with a big one. We said that not even 5 minutes ago down on the other end for the Marilomas. Now Westshore in control of the ball 5 meters out from their try line, trying to change the trajectory of this game.
First scrum of the day. You can see the steam rising off the lads there. Just billowing upwards. That tiny little gray splotch on the live stream there. It is a massive column. Oh,
Half arm for the Valhallians.
does that count as a scrum?
Early set. No.
Yes, yes, yes it does. Oh, getting rained on again.
One on the scrum number board today. Half arm for Westshore. Reese James is going to boot this one far.
That is an impressive kick. That is almost 50 meters.
Gets 41 on that one. So Mariloma is going to have a line out just off of the Westshore 10-meter mark.
A much more comfortable spot to be in as the Valhallians.
Loma's figuring out what they're doing here. They're going back to the 4-man, setting up more runners in the backfield. Quick line out to the middle, able to clean that one up easily to Penny. Finds his 8-man. Big run there.
Easy chop.
From Marcus Ale to Penny, out the back to Ben Pope. Ooh. Ben Pope gets brought down by Aluch.
Oh, it was a nice collision.
Hands in the ruck from James. No, says the referee.
I think his first attempt was good. He just couldn't quite hold on to it.
Sam Lyon, the blindside flanker, rumbling, getting over the 10-meter mark now. Merlaoma still in control.
Ref is chatting to Westshore about keeping it onside. So let's see if they listen.
To Penny inside ball to Terror King. Merlaoma building some phases here early in the game.
And a Westshore penalty.
A Westshore penalty.
Huge, huge work. Oh,
and
they're getting scrappy
bit of
already.
Bargy here. The scrum half getting in the face of the loose head prop.
We do love that argy-bargy. Big shout out to everybody who's consistently following us. Thank you, Grandma B, for being here every weekend with us, listening to our silly banter back and forth, enjoying the argy-bargy. Hopefully this is a good one just for you.
Referee has stopped the clock here. He's going to talk to the Merlaoma captain.
Did not like what he saw.
Looked like the Loma's forwards there just went a little overboard in that last bit of argy-bargy. He says, leave it alone. Let's move on. Let's play some rugby, boys. Reese James going to the sideline to set up a Westshore line out. That ball stays in. Nope. Flag up, says the AR. Great bit of skill there from the Merlaoma fullback. Doesn't quite finish it fully. Should
have taken the over-unders on the lineouts. Well,
Westshore setting up a line out inside Merlaoma 22 zone.
We have solved our data problem. We have the YouTube live back up. Fun to see your comments there. You know, maybe some bigger shorts for number 2.
Perry finds Drew Belbin, who's dancing around. Gets gain line on that carry. Perry goes same way to Captain Kane Parrott. Kane Parrott rumbling forward. 1 meter at a time here is the Valhallians. Great offload to Gibson. Gibson darts through. He's trying to get to the try line 2-3 meters out. Abu Al-Naj will go and he'll score.
Great first try of the match. Love to see it.
Off the uprights, Westshore gets 5 points on the board 16 minutes into this game.
Thank you, Thomas Webb. As a matter of fact, we have seen a rugby match. We might have even seen 2.
So Reese James setting up the conversion attempt here after the tight head prop from Westshore scores the first points of the match. 7-0 in favor of the home side. 17 minutes gone. Big shout out to some of the Westshore Rugby Club sponsors: NZ Builders, Shoreside Plumbing, Pemberton Homes Real Estate, and the Tube Shack up in Lake Cowichan. Your support means the world to grassroots rugby and helping make this happen week in, week out. Mariloma on the reset after the Westshore try. Looking to get back in this game.
7-0 for the boys in blue. The match kicks off again.
Nordstrom picks that one up with his foot, and he's just going to punch it out of bounds. Great exit play there from the Westshore fly half.
A little bit of pressure relief. Great identity just straight off that kickoff.
So Merlaoma going with another 4-man line out here, sticking to what works for them.
Thank you to all of our supporters from around the globe, including those from New Zealand, tuning in, supporting Toby Higgins. Love to see that. Mr. Worldwide.
O'Brien gets that one to Penny. Ooh. Big run there from the Merlaoma 8-man. Same way now as Merlaoma.
Nice, strong collisions.
Corbett with the carry, the inside center.
Love to see some good smacks.
Brian gives a little tip pass to his outside man. Kingham is in there for Westshore, and he gets it.
Brilliant turnover. Brilliant turnover.
Great work there from Westshore defense to kill that attack before it gets going. Joe Kingham, the 8-man for the Valhallians, getting his first turnover of the day.
We've seen Reese James here slot a 50-meter from a bent arm. A little shorter than I anticipated. He does have a pretty wicked boot on him.
Not looking to risk anything after that last kick to touch. Almost stayed in bounds. Just wants to set up a clean line out for his forwards here.
Full pack.
Full pack.
-1. -2. It's
-2. 5-man line out. That one gets disrupted in the front by Merlaoma, but gets picked up by Charles Taimani.
Oh, balls.
Can't quite hold on to it, but we're going to go to a knockout in the line out, says the referee.
Scrum number 2.
Scrum number 2.
Carlos Thompson and Nathan Booker has some support. Eat 'em up, eat 'em up. Reese's Puffs.
Merlaoma scrum possession here on their own 10-meter mark. Been a lot of play in the midfield here so far at Westshore Parks and Rec. Only a few entries to each team's 22, with the only points on the board being from the Valhallians. 7-0. 20 minutes gone.
Up to Kiwi lads. Does feel a bit more like a defensive match today with the both impressive stoppage from both sides, really.
Seems like both teams aren't trying to do anything too fancy with this wet weather. Good counters. That scrum wheels around. The ball gets out, though, so Merlaoma will play it to the boot. Jeff Luch running across. He's able to pick that up. Gets tackled right away by the Merlaoma outside center. Pick and go from Durango in the midfield. He gets about 10 on that. Great work from him. Perry.
Oh, ball's knocked on in the contact. No knock on.
Stays. Play on, says the referee. Luch trying to bounce off a few tackles. Now on the Merlaoma 10. Gibson with it. Oh, that was a big collision there. Merlaoma player down on the field, not looking too happy. Perry steps and goes, finds James. James trying to get the offload. He just gets swallowed right up. Perry able to get it out to Gibson. Now a Luch with it. Over the top to Captain Kane Parrott.
Big rumbles.
That ball gets stripped out in the tackle and ending up in the hands of the Merlaoma winger. Now Merlaoma in possession inside their 22. It's going to get booted downfield. Drew Belbin with it now. He's going to go for a run. Drew Belbin runs right in. Oh,
sheds that tackle.
Sheds that first tackle. He gets brought down just outside Mariloma's 10-meter line. Sabu Al-Naj running into a brick wall of Merlaoma defense.
Support for some of the Loma boys in chat. That's Jordan and Tyus from Merlaoma, all the way down in New Zealand. Thank you for being here with us.
Grayson Perry, the scrum half, gets it out to Nordstrom, giving to Joe Kingham, who's had a couple good runs today and a turnover. Fast pace of play here from the men in blue. Now slowing it down at this ruck. Drew Belbin just gets smacked
into the meat grinder.
It was an interesting choice from the fullback to run at the A gap.
Wouldn't be
Gibson darts through, almost gets the offload off. The Luch sees a gap in the defense. He's stepping through. Ball over the top, finds Mentaply. Mentaply's going himself. Finally gets brought down 10 meters out from the Merlaoma try line. Quick ball from Aluch to do it. Ball to Durango.
Penalty.
Gets knocked down.
Penalty. I think it's an intentional knock-on there.
Offside is the call.
I think he's talking intentional knock-on.
Oh, yep.
That would be it.
So Aluch taps and goes. 5 meters out now is Westshore. Same way, Kingham.
Straight from Rybread 6400. Belbin is a fun guy to watch. Run with that ball. But man, does he run right into the chest of Mariloma's players. Amen.
That was a big hit from the Merlaoma defense. Westshore in control here inside Merlaoma territory. Defense doing a good job of driving the men in blue back. Foster do it now with it. He gets through and he drops that ball in the tackle. Going to be a knock-on for Merlaoma. Loma's defense looking deadly inside their half. We do have a player down here on the short side for the men in orange.
The defense is even stronger when you run directly at them. That shit hurts.
So we are going to pause time here at Westshore Parks and Rec for the injury. When we come back, it will be a scrum for Merlaoma. Time back on here at Westshore Parks and Rec. Merlaoma in possession of the rugby ball inside their own 22. The injury, believe it was the inside center for the Lomas, looking a little shaken up after that last phase. He's back on his feet and back in the game. Always happy to see that.
Scrum number 3. Sometimes camera angles can be deceptive. We are on the side of the pitch at an upper angle, so some calls may look forward, but not.
Good scrum from both those packs there, nice and stable.
Solid kick.
Mariloma's just going to go for the exit on that one to relieve some pressure on their try line. So Westshore back in possession on the Loma's 10-meter mark.
A little bit of chat there from the ref and the 14 on Lomas. Telling him to tone it down a little bit. Tone what down? I'm not quite sure, but we're toning something down, that's for sure.
Foster do it in the number 2 jersey for Westshore. On the throw-in, goes to the middle.
Oh,
that one goes over the top.
face.
Ty Manny's lifters looked like they just missed their mark, and it goes off of Parrott. So Lomas will end up with possession inside their own half.
Big collisions. Do love seeing the rumbles in the center field from those tight five. There are some impressive tackles, impressive carries.
Back to the air is the Mariloma fly half. Drew Belbin is back there. He goes to the boot. That's in the midfield now. And a bit of kick tennis here from both teams today. Nordstrom with it.
Is he going to send it back?
He is going to send it back. Looked like he was trying to go for the 50-22 and just put a little too much mustard on it.
Never want that. He'll be forever known as the Mustard Man. It's a terrible nickname to have. Not that I would know, of course.
26 minutes gone here in the first half of this BC Rugby men's Preimership action here in Colwood, British Columbia. The visiting Merlaoma RFC facing off against the Westshore Valhallians.
I am quite enjoying this match. It feels tight-knit, close-headed. Some good kicking, some good collisions, a little bit of flavor, a little bit of sauce for both forwards and backs.
To the front is Mariloma. O'Brien takes it himself and gives out to the fly half. Fly half out the back. Finds his center pairings, goes to the wing. Keith Graham found some space in front of him, and he gets brought down just inside the Westshore 10. Now, Lyon goes for a rumble. That ball spills out.
Ooh, people are piling over each other. They're eager to get this ball.
Play on, says the referee.
Somebody says Mark Richard is the Mustard Man. Careful. Did you leave a plate of mustard out for the Mustard Man? He knows when
Loma's attack. Fly half goes to the air to Penny. Nordstrom is back there to get it. He gets it to Belbin. Belbin's going to dance around a couple. He gets brought down by Loma's fly half. Great ball there from Perry over the top of a couple. Jeff Aluch has a bit of space in front of him now. It just goes right at the fullback, Ben Shaw, able to bring down Jeff Aluch on that attacking run.
Great work from the boys.
Nine's
there.
in. Ty Manny has to play scrum half.
Nice offload.
Reese James gets the ball from Abu Alnaj. Ty Manny again playing scrum half. He thinks he's wearing the 9 jersey. Nordstrom bobbles that ball. He holds onto it and finds a gap. Gets brought down finally by Tayror King.
Looks like somebody took him put down by his nards.
Durango goes for a run. Gets the ball back inside to Higgins.
Westshore boys are on. This
Going
is the style of
the
rugby
other
they
way is Westshore. Meant to ply on the wing. And we're just going to blow things up for the Westshore advantage. Grayson Perry goes quick.
10, potentially.
Perry was calling to the ref saying that wasn't 10, but the referee says play on.
Interesting.
So Westshore maintains possession inside.
Oh,
that did not look good.
Ouch.
Reese James down hard.
Big collision in the contact, and the argy-bargy has started up. Can we do this not over top of Reese there? He's looking like he might be in a bit of pain.
And a yellow card against Mariloma on the loose head prop.
He's throwing his hands up going, what is this? The Westshore side's going, yay. The Merlaoma side's going, nay. It's just the nature of competitive sports. Everybody's
usually how it goes.
Everybody's wrong except me.
So Reese James is staying in. Good on him. That was a hard hit from the Mariloma pack. Still looks like he's in a bit of uncomfort.
Yeah, it just looked painful. It sounded painful. The ball got knocked out of his hands. Got his indeed, what a hit.
Referee looks like he's talking to his AR. Maybe looking at something from that last phase. Still they're not happy with.
Got any dinner plans? Or the Sawmill's got a special going on right now.
And he's calling the captain over.
Having a little bit of a chat. This might be a preemptive chat, one of those keep it in. We don't want to see.
Or maybe it was a intentionally dangerous play.
I would have assumed that would have been dealt with before the card.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is like a repeat, maybe like a if you guys are getting argy-bargy, you got to tone it down. We don't want to see more cards. We don't want dangerous play.
So time is back on here at Westshore Parks and Rec. Merlaoma down a man. And that kick from Gibson stays in.
Crazy. It looked like it was curving. I think the Lomas people were celebrating that it was going out the end zone or the side of the end zone there.
Lomas did look like they were celebrating that kick, but no longer. So Westshore line out 5 meters out, 5-man line out here from the men in blue. They go to the middle. Taimani gets that one cleanly.
Maul is
Tries
sacked.
to set up the maul, and it just gets sacked, but Kingham brings it to within a meter.
Balls are
Durango. And they get the try.
Wonderful, wonderful work there. Yeah, rye bread there. I do see what you're saying. I think if there genuinely wasn't an attempt to wrap, it might have been a red because of how high it was. But I think the hit was so strong that if there was a slight bit of wrap, it would have just knocked Reese out of his arms. We could always watch it back. YouTube's got that built-in replay. Double tap your screen or hit that rewind button, go watch it back. You let me know if those arms are even coming up. Because I have seen it before. You go in, just an absolute steamer of a hit, and you hit somebody so hard they bounce out of your wrap and it looks like you didn't wrap. And that, I think, warrants a yellow. But if there is genuinely no attempt to wrap at head height, it should be a red.
So Mariloma in their tri-zone, regrouping with Reese James, the inside center, looking to add 2 points to Westshore's score here. Oh, off the post. So the score will stay 12-0 with 30 minutes gone, 10 minutes to go to halftime.
Crawling on the ground just leaves Westshore off joke shop. Not sure what that means. You might have to explain it to me. Explain it to me like I'm 5.
And Zach Tepeni on the reset here for Merlaoma after the Westshore try. 12-0. Merlaoma remains scoreless so far in this first half. That ball travels deep and finds the hands of Josh Norton. Out. That one doesn't quite look like it's going to go far enough. It's picked up by Tyus Dimblebi. My apologies to Tyus. Far side of the field, Merlaoma in possession. Counter ruck almost strong there from Westshore. The law carries.
Setting up a cross fielder.
Ben Pope on the chase. Jeff Luch is able to clean it.
Knocked backwards, kicked on. These kicking battles are quite intense.
That ball finds the dirt a little low on the pass. Backwards play on. Sticking to the one-up runner. Toby Higgins brings him down. To the air now. Thinks they spotted a bit of a gap. Drew Belbin is able to keep that one in and away from a 50-20. But he kicks that one straight out. So Merlaoma with a great field position battle ends up right on Westshore's 20. Merlaoma taking their time to get to the line out here, figuring out the best plan of trying to punch their ticket to the first try for them in this game. 4-man line out.
Grayson Perry's in the back going, hey, man, what are we doing?
Front ball. Out. Quick line out from Merrill's runs into Kane Parrott. Prop. Other way now is Merlaoma. And it's away with a change of possession. Loma's looking a little stunned so far in this game, Zephyr.
They are. Not what I was expecting from Lomas. Maybe it was the moon position. Maybe there was a frog in the water or something. Couldn't quite tell you. Regardless, though, looks like Rick8281 is strapping up his boots, playing fullback for Westshore. He's letting us know how it's done.
Corn Luddick comes into the game with Merlaoma on the yellow card. Referee chatting to the Westshore pack here. Didn't like something he saw on that last phase. He's trying to maintain control of this game.
Oh,
he's talking to the ARs, actually.
Yeah.
So time's off here.
I wonder what.
I didn't catch anything myself, but clearly the AR saw something.
Interesting, interesting. I wonder if that's in the set piece, in the live, maybe the breakdown. In the little chat there. Luckily enough, our YouTube chat does not have the autocorrect spelt on, so I don't understand what words are coming through at the moment. So do take your time typing it out. That would be great.
Play continues here at Westshore Parks and Recreation with Westshore in possession of the rugby ball inside their half. Merlaoma down a man in the scrum, electing to keep a defensive back in play. Bit of room down the short side.
Loud collision. You can hear it from here.
Kingham. Perry goes to Nordstrom, who's going to go to the air.
Oh, knock on in that take. Great work there. Just how they drew it up. Westshore's sideline erupting in applause.
So now after the exit attempt inside their own 22, Westshore probably looking to change up strategy here, trying to get deeper into Mariloma's half.
I think with a 12-point lead, they're just looking to stay out of their half, whether that is attacking into Mariloma's or just repeat scrums and lineouts in this center of the pitch.
About 4 minutes to go to halftime here in Colwood, BC.
Another Maguire supporter. Probably no relation to the Taylor Maguire, who is not playing today. From New Zealand. I bet there's a relation.
Perry finds James. James is going to run himself. Great run there from Reese James.
Still holding on to it. It looks like the ball's in between his legs.
Now other way, Perry finds Dewitt to Durango. Durango outside to Kane Parrott on the wing.
He is marching that wing backwards.
Thinks he's got 2 number 1s on his back. Ty Manny.
Penalty to
and
Lomas.
that attack gets killed off feet in the ruck, says the referee. So Merlaoma able to kill that attack.
A little bit of chatter from Westshore's backs line, maybe discussing some strategy or just saying, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball.
Good kick there from the Merlaoma fly half. Sets up a attacking line out on the halfway mark.
We've got some ball runners there on the sideline. They each have a towel in hand, so at least the ball will be dry for this line out. Love to see that.
Bit of sun poking through here, Zephyr. After a pretty rainy morning in that women's Preimership match, the men get lucky with a bit of more dry conditions.
This is great.
Line out one cleanly by Merlaoma. The pass doesn't quite hit its mark.
Out the back, just to show off.
That is Elijah Corbett getting brought down in the midfield. James trying to set a counter ruck. Doesn't quite get it. Connor O'Brien carries. Lyons almost bobbles that ball, but he's able to hold on to it and runs. Now the other way. Merlaoma sees a bit of space on the edge. O'Brien runs into a brick wall, though. Yeah. That ball gets stripped by James.
Offload off the back of the Lomas players.
Doesn't quite work out. Merlaoma with ball in hand inside their 22. Dewitt looked like he was going for a jackal, but didn't quite get there.
Oh, the kick.
The kick will go to the sideline, which
Just barely.
is going to be halftime.
Great work there. Westshore leads 12-0 at half. Absolute dominant showing from both sides defensively. Some great capitalization on some mistakes. I am excited for the second half. Don't go anywhere. My name's Zephyr Melnick. I'm joined by my co-host Max Foote. We'll be right back.
Seth Recom.
Halftime here at Westshore Parks and Recreation. The home side, Valhallians on top of the visiting Merlaoma, 12-0 so far in this game. Loma's looking to get back into it. Westshore likely looking to extend their lead early. What does both sides got to do here, Zeph?
Discipline. I would have to say it's a little bit of that discipline. We've been seeing the ref's arm go up, whether it's warranted or not. But if the ref starts to get a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, whether it's paying attention to hands in the ruck or dangerous plays or whatever he's looking for, you don't want that ref to come back to your captain and chat and chat and chat. And we've seen that a lot here. So with the sun coming out and the ball drying up, I think that's going to benefit both teams. So really whoever can just keep a cool head, keep a smooth sailing, is going to come away with it in the second half. On the center mark, the ref's letting him know. 40 minutes of rugby remain today. As this whistle blows, we are off.
Brian Durango picking up the first ball for Westshore here in this second half. Nordstrom finds Aluch on the wing. Aluch driving through, trying to get about 6-7 meters on that carry. Now Parrott gives to his prop partner. Back to Parrott. Bit of front row magic happening.
We love those offloads. Bit drier ball. We hope to see a few more of them in the second half.
Nordstrom going to the air again. That one bobbles through the hands of the Mariloma scrum half. Gets picked up, though, by the winger inside the Merlaoma 10. Now Lyon goes for a run. He gets brought down by Dewitt.
Oh,
and that ball spills out of his hands forward. Unlucky there from Merlaoma.
Unlucky Oos.
Oscar
Scrum number 5.
Benoit likely wanting to get that one back. So now Westshore will have an attacking scrum inside the Merlaoma half.
Great opportunity for Westshore here to open up the second half. Opting to play out of their own 22 instead of kicking it, I think just shows that maybe they're feeling a bit more confident and capable of making those decisions on the fly.
Mariloma back to full strength after that early yellow card in the first half.
Ooh, elbows down.
And
bent arm. Can't control
full
power.
arm.
Feet away. The picture a lot of refs are looking for is even if you collapse in that scrum and you fall on your chest, fall on your face, if your feet remain dug in, it's just proving that their power, that weight is pushing you down, where if your feet slip out from underneath you, they go backwards, it just shows that you can't control your own weight, and that's what a lot of refs are looking for.
Westshore is going to look for a penalty kick here to put 3 more on the board. Trying to add some early points in this game and extend the lead outside 2 converted tries.
Great identity here from the Valhallians. Capitalizing off that knock-on into a scrum and then choosing to shoot this kick. Let's see if Reece James got it.
James, the capped Canada player, looking to add 3 points. And he will easily do it, pushing the lead to 15-0 for the home side.
It is now larger than a 2-try converted game, so that means Lomas is going to be looking for any penalty, any kicking opportunity, any chance to get a foothold here in this match. Back to the restart. Let's see what we can do.
Oof. Not quite long enough is the restart from Mariloma. The outside center puts his hands up and apologizes for that one. So Westshore's going to get a scrum on the halfway mark.
I think that's scrum number 6.
Number 6. Our over-under is 18.5 on the day. 43 minutes gone in this game, Zephyr.
I mean, with the weather drying up here, I think I'm losing a kidney. Uh-oh, there it goes. I'm already down 1 kidney today. Don't make me lose 2, please.
The veteran Admir Sujanovic on the field for Westshore RFC. gets older every time I look at him.
Player coach right there. See, that's how you do it, Thomas Webb. You lace the boots up, get on the park.
Nice scrum there from both sides. Grayson Perry with the put in. Solid platform built for the backs. Josh Nordstrom to Kingham. Kingham's going to run himself. They ran that play a couple times last week against UVic. Got one try out of it. Now the tight head rumbles. He gets brought down by 2 Loma defenders.
That ruck is looking messy.
Nordstrom goes to Gibson. Gibson finds a gap in the defense. He's got one to beat. Almost gets the offload to Drew Belbin. Doesn't quite, and he gets brought down inside Mariloma's 22. And that ball ends up in the hands of the Merlaoma captain. He's going the other way now on a big rumble. Knock-on advantage for the Lomas. Lyon.
Good work there from the
Finds
Lomas.
his fly half. He goes out to the fullback.
Setting up that kick in that backfield. Trying to find, oh, never mind.
Looking to set one more phase is Mariloma. Now they will go to the kick.
Does it find the edge? One bounce and it's off.
Great kick there
Good
from
identity.
Mariloma. As that last ruck was outside the 22, he couldn't kick it out on the full, so great work from him to let it bounce.
Lovely work. Center half line out. We are doing a little bit of rules explanation as the rules have changed slightly since the 1800s, in case you haven't noticed. They are updated every year, so it's important to stay fresh.
Foster Dewitt, the hooker on the throw-in now. They go to the back to Durango, and that
Not
ball is
straight.
going to be called not straight.
Nice arc on that throw, though. It's a real fun delivery of that pill. Too bad it just went a little to the left. There's a scrum number 7 now, I believe. Maybe. 18's not 18's not too far out.
Merlaoma scrum just off the halfway mark here. Loma's trying to get their first points of the match. Down 15-0 at the moment.
They've got their blindside wing set up behind their 10.
Good
Set
scrum
piece.
there from Mariloma, and they get the penalty as well.
Great work from the 8-man just to keep it in there for that extra little second. You know, you let that ball shoot out the back, you aren't in control of it, you're not going to get the penalty.
Westshore front row looking disheveled. They're going to want that one back, unhappy with their performance in that scrum.
The chat is chanting, bring Aaron Mustard Man Hickey back. I don't even know who Aaron Hickey is. I know an Earl Hickey from My Name's Earl. What a show. Absolute stellar of a show. Man wins $1 million and loses it by getting hit by a bus. It's the pilot right there. And then something about
Great kick there from the Mariloma fly half. Sets up a line out about 10, 12 meters out from Westshore's try line.
Great turn of pace. Here's hoping Lomas can do something with it. It does suck to get to this position and come away with no points. I think it would be a really good morale booster, even to come away with 3 points and bring it back to a 2-try game. A little bit of chat, whistle off, time away, maybe some substitutions. Never mind.
Time back on here at Westshore Parks and Rec. Mariloma with possession.
Interesting.
Good, clean line-out take. Gets brought down by Kane Parrott. Tried to set up the maul there was Mariloma. Now getting held up by Westshore. Finally gets brought down. Just on the sideline is the Mariloma attack. The captain carries. Kane Parrott gets his hands in there. Doesn't quite get away with the steal, though. Mariloma still rumbling.
First attempt looked good. Just couldn't quite hold on to it long enough. Big drives. Every collision starting to look like the start of them all.
Westshore defense trying to put up a good effort here to keep that Merlaoma score scoreless. 4 meters out now is Merlaoma with ball.
They are hungry, frothing for that
They
white
go
line.
for a quick pop underneath the post. Still 4 meters out. Another quick ball. He tries to run back towards the rock. Doesn't quite get there.
Sounds like Loma's bench is screaming for them to go left, use that overlap, which is...
Loma's forwards want to hold on to it. Lion now goes.
And
He's
the boys are cheering like something was scored. Ref's looking. Is it in?
It is a try. Mariloma gets their first points of the day after extended pressure inside Westshore's 5-meter territory.
Well earned for the Lomas. It is the morale booster. They need this late into the game. About a 10-point difference. There is lots of room for converted tries, penalty kicks. That score is just a bit more closer, a bit more comfortable.
10 minutes gone in this second half. Merlaoma finally putting points on the board. Trying to build a comeback here is the visiting side. Penny on the conversion. Gets it easily to put their tally at 7. 15-7 now, the score line at Westshore Parks and Rec as the sun starts to poke through. I see a bit of blue sky.
This is a wonderful day. The giant spotch of gray cloud has turned into multiple little gray clouds now. So that is always a delight to see.
Reese James back on the reset.
Let us see. Looking to kick left. All the forwards stack that way. A little deep into Loma's 22, and it's a knock on.
And it goes off his hands. He's going to want that one back. Westshore is going to be happy with the opportunity to set up a attacking scrum inside Merlaoma territory and get that, respond to that last Merlaoma try.
Get scrum number 7 set up. Looks like we got a fresh player for Westshore at number 23. That jersey is looking clean. Not a spot of mud on it. Nice strong setup. You can hear the packs from both sides going through their cadence. Nice strong hit.
Great scrum there from Mariloma. Westshore able to hold on to the ball. Reese James with it is going to run. Gets through one tackle. Finally gets brought down inside the 22. Perry finds Kingham. Kingham's just going to rumble himself. Tries to break out of those tackles. Doesn't quite get there. Slow to get the ball back. And Perry gets swallowed up by the counter ruck.
He's doing well to stay on his feet. Wait for the time for his
He's
supports
getting
to come.
held up by Mariloma.
Foster do it. Chatting to the ref saying, isn't he down? Says, screw it. Hits that ball hard.
Great work from the Merlaoma defense to hold up that ball, and they get a scrum out of it.
Westshore takes the ball into that contact. It gets held up. The ball is unproducible. Thus, it switches possession to the Lomas for scrum number 8. A little bit of chat there from the 9 and the ref going, hey, see that new show? the one with the dragons? Like, I haven't.
Switch of front row for Merlaoma. I believe that's Corin Luddick coming in now, trying to get some fresh feet out there. Westshore still with their original 1, 2, 3 on the field.
Always a hard game making those substitutions, especially in that front row. 50, 60 minutes for a prop is a genuinely good amount of time to play. But making a change too early can screw up the chemistry, that personnel that you've got on the field, and make those scrums even harder. Loma's able to
nice counter scrum there from Westshore. And Grayson Perry brings down his opposite scrum half. And Westshore gets a penalty.
What for?
Not releasing.
How?
Or standing up in the tie. Well, that's not really a...
No, I don't. I'm confused.
I don't know. The ref didn't like what he saw, so penalty for Westshore. So James will go to the corner to set up a attacking lineup for the Westshore men.
Expect them all. Expect them all? Throwing it back to the 90s. We're going down to the mall.
Ball is out and away.
Sorry to whoever's car that was. It is just what happens.
To the back, Durango with a clean setup. Tries to set up the maul, and it gets sacked by the Lomas. Kingham has to carry himself. Perry going to Nordstrom now. Nordstrom inside to Sejanovic.
3 to take him down.
There's a Lomas guy right on top of the ball, and they get the turnover.
Great.
No support in the ruck for Westshore. 4 meters out from 5 more points, and Merlaoma gets away with it.
Great work there from the Lomas. You could hear their defense erupt. They were excited. It's a good morale booster. And you kind of have to. If you make the decision to go for a turnover underneath your own posts, you got to come away with it. Otherwise, you're just giving it away.
Johnstone Alindi keeps that ball in for Westshore. Now he's on the counterattack, running to the outside, tries to give the ball back inside to Nordstrom, but Graham gets in the way of that pass. Trying to set up the box kick here is the scrum half.
Box kick stays inbounds.
Alindi again on the recovery, finds Perry. Perry with a crossfield kick. Finds
5-0.
James all by himself. James with some room in front. Gives
Offload.
back inside to Aluch. Aluch now inside Mariloma 22. Perry finds his forward pack. Tip pass to do it.
Setting the platform.
Higgins now. Looked like he was going to go for the pass, but saw the runner, so he goes himself. Durango picks through the middle of the ruck. Grayson Perry switches direction. Abu El-Naj finds James, who's able to hold on to it. He almost lost that one forward. Great clear out from Aluch. Merlaoma ended up with the ball, but runs out of bounds. So Westshore will maintain possession inside Merlaoma territory.
Great work there. Genuinely did not think Westshore was going to come away with their own lineout like that. I just love sometimes when it goes that way, you know? The field is looking a bit like a war zone. A little bit of mud patches everywhere. Getting chewed up. Oh, a whistle.
Time off here.
Chatting to the AR maybe. Ball's away potentially. Yeah, he's chatting with the AR.
Been a few chats here between the refereeing team. Head referee trying to keep things controlled. Few emotions spilling over early in this match, but so far it's been a clean game of rugby.
Inside out 3, Westshore.
That ball, Carroll is able to maintain control. Almost got disrupted by the Mariloma defensive line out. Now Aluch in the midfield carries. Switch direction from Perry. Switch direction again from Perry. He darts through, almost gets through the line. Sejanovic playing 9. Finds his tight head prop, who just gets brought down right away. Messy ruck there in the midfield. Things slowing down. You can see the mud flying all over the place.
Another pick.
Durango picks and goes himself. Another quick pick. He gets driven back. That's James. Do it. Finds Nordstrom, who gets swallowed up right away by the Merlaoma defense. And a dart from Drew Belbin. He throws a wild ball backwards. Sejanovic able to clean that one up.
Westshore spreading all the way to the field. Edge to edge. They have players in every position. Now let's see if they can get the ball out there.
Oh, and that attack dies with
Dead
a
in the
forward
water.
pass.
Tough. If you're watching, if you're joining us now, if you've been watching the entire time, thank you so much. My name is Zephyr Melnick. I'm joined by my co-host Max Foote. If you're a usual Facebook watcher or if you like to check out the Instagram, do all that. But the YouTube is the only place to get old VODs coming out tomorrow at 10 a.m. PST. We've got the Women's Premiership versus Burnaby Lake from 2 weeks ago. That is a nail biter. It's neck and neck, a tiebreaker in overtime. Tune in tomorrow on your day off to watch that, figure out who takes it. I won't spoil it for you, but it is great. What is this, scrum number 9?
9.
Sounds about right.
So Mariloma scrum down in their own territory. Extended pressure here from the Valhallians in this half. I don't know if we've been down to... Oh, I don't know what happened there in that one.
I think the ref was talking to the 9, and then the scrums just kind of started feeding each other haymakers. Does happen sometimes. You get what you get, and you get away with it. If you don't eat your sketties, you got to smoke your cigarettes. It's a little bit of a deep cut for anybody watching who knows it. Max is shaking his head at me. What are you doing?
Mitch Bowie on the field in the scrum half position wearing the number 21 jersey. Grayson Perry stepped off the park. He's done for the day. Great showing from the starting number 9 for Westshore. Merlaoma keeping control of this ball inside their half.
That scrum was going straight upwards. So
Great
much power.
run
Reaching
from the outside center there. Now the captain rumbles and finds about 5 meters.
They're setting up a kick here, it looks like, looking to go back out.
And they will look to relieve some pressure on their try line, going deep on this kick. Drew Belbin is there, and he just drops it, goes off his shoulder.
You got to play that ball. You can't just drop it and walk away from it there, bud.
That was definitely a lapse.
I think
by Belbin. He got saved by the whistle there.
Absolutely.
Mariloma player picked that one up. He would have been gone.
Yep. I do think that's a little tough. A little bit tough.
Just under 20 minutes to play here at Westshore Parks and Rec in Colwood, BC. The home side on top, 15-7, with a scrum in the midfield.
Scrum number 10. Your over-unders call is 18 today. Get it in chat if you think it's going to be over, you think it's going to be under. We've got 20 minutes for 8 more scrums. Ooh, big collision.
Big hit there from both scrums. Westshore trying to drive this one backwards. Merlaoma holds on to it.
Up the middle.
And the inside center finds a bit of a gap in the midfield, tries to give the offload, and ends up in the hands of the fly half for Westshore, Josh Nordstrom. Messy ruck there from Merlaoma.
Off his feet.
It's off his feet is the call, so Westshore gets a penalty against. Just under 62 minutes gone in this game, Zephyr. You'd imagine the home side is looking to just start chewing away at that clock and keep Lomas as far away as possible from their try line.
Absolutely. I think their current game plan is working if they just stick to it. We have seen in the past sometimes, you get a bit of a lead, you start getting eager, you get some individual players who are trying to make a name for themselves, be the superhero, and that is not what they need right now. Yes, Westshore is up. Yes, it's more than one try, but it is still close. It's only 8 points. And 20 minutes is a long time.
Carroll gets disrupted at the front, and Durango volleys that one backwards to Bowie. Abu Al-Naj finds Nordstrom, who goes to Stojanovic in the midfield. Stojanovic was talking to the ref in the middle of that tackle. He was unhappy about something. Aluchu picks it up and almost finds a gap.
Great showing to pay attention to the game and not the ref.
There's about 100 things going on the field right now, so the ref is just going to blow it dead and go to the knock-on against Mariloma.
Glendove, I don't know what he was blowing that whistle for. Honestly, it did save Westshore from that knock-on. That's a couple minutes back now. Scrum number 11. 7 more to go to get that overs-unders. What do you got? Get your vote in now.
Creeping up slowly.
The lads are getting tired. Mistakes are happening. I'm standing by the fact that every blown up scrum that gets reset, 2 scrums. If I had 2 hot dogs and I ate them at the same time, it's not 1 hot dog. It's 2 hot dogs.
Good hit there for both packs. And
Loma's with the
scrum
push.
almost blows it up. Westshore able to hold on to it. Nordstrom finds Belbin. Belbin's got some room, gives the switch back inside to Alindy. Alindy's going to go, and he's in.
Brilliant work there. Good connection. Great identity from Alindy to step back inside to course correct for that sideways running Drew might have been throwing in there. And it worked wonders.
Westshore scores their 3rd try of the day, putting the score to 20-7.
That is a much steeper incline to surmount. Loma still does have 15 or so minutes after this kick to come back. Crazier things have happened.
Reese James, a kick and a conversion on the day. Looking to go 3 for 4 so far here. Should be an easy one for him, 15 meters out from the sideline. And he will split the post there, pushing the score to 22-7 in favor of the home side. 15 minutes to go.
Great work there. Lomas does not look defeated, though. They've got their heads up. They're still chatting about game plans. I think they're going to be in it till the final whistle, which is always good to see. You hate watching a team just bow out early.
On the reset now is Mariloma. Their last one didn't quite go 10 meters. This one will make it.
Nice
and
short.
Almost gets picked up by the Merlaoma inside center. Derek Carroll able to hold on to that one for Westshore. Now Sajanovic in the midfield gets through the first layer of tackles, gets brought down at his 10-meter.
Westshore with a couple of fresh subs after that last try.
Bowie goes to Nordstrom, who's going to go to the air. Way high up, getting chased down by Alindy, who almost gets it. He's going to swallow up his opposite winger.
Ooh,
that ball spills forward.
Into a man offside. Sir.
Referee did not see it. Against Admir Sajanovic.
Oh, slowing it down. No fun here today.
He's going back to the ARs to look for foul play. He didn't like the way Sajanovic came flying into that last ruck.
Which is, even with the potential offside there, with a Lomas player knocking it on into a man in front of him, dangerous play and foul play will override any previous penalty. That is, no rapping, high, attempt to hurt.
So nothing else to come of that except a penalty in favor of Merlaoma. They are going to go to set up the line out on this short side of the field.
Nice kick.
Good, clean kick to the sideline. Loma's setting up their line out. Going back to the 4-man.
Nice and slow. Loma's a new 9, number 20 there, looking fresh. Jersey's untouched. See how long he can keep it that way.
To the front is Merlaoma. One cleanly, no opposition in the lineout. Derek Harrell almost catches that ball mid-flight. And the 8-man for Merlaoma rumbles into the midfield. Now Loma's
no look pass
thrown
is
out
dangerous.
the back. And it's going to be a penalty against. Looks like Reese James might have bumped into somebody.
Got triple cream in my double and double.
So Lomas will go from lineout to lineout here in the middle of the field.
See if they can do it again.
With time ticking away.
This
67-ish minutes gone now.
This is in favor of Loma's ball possession, but this back and forth is not conductive of try-scoring opportunities.
Joe Kingham will head off the field for the day. Great showing from him with Matt Weir stepping on in place.
Working dirty there. I believe he was captaining the
Div 1 team. Yes, he was. He was part of that win over the Comox Valley Kickers. Merlaoma line out gets a little dirty. Durango's able to bring down the runner right away. Matt Weir getting involved early.
hands on. Nope, he's going to the counter ruck. Dude's working. Absolutely giving it to him.
Now the Loma's lock will just take it in. There was almost a counter ruck opportunity there from Westshore, but Loma's maintains possession. Westshore hitting every ruck now.
Great work there. Oh, back to his feet. Cheeky.
That's great work there from the Loma 16. Knowing the rules well. Inside center runs on a short ball. Stay in. Short side is the Loma's attack. Gets brought down by Matt Weir. Now going the other way to O'Brien. O'Brien's going to carry captain on captain. Building phases here is the Mariloma attack. Not trying to do anything too fancy at the moment. Probing attacks on the Westshore defense. Drew Belbin is back for the kick through. And he's just going to punt that out. That doesn't reach the touchline, though. So counterattack now from Graham. Graham runs right up the center. He breaks out a one tackle, runs into Brian Durango.
We got an arm penalty advantage.
Penalty advantage for Merlaoma. Corbett is with it. He's running.
They're gaining ground, potentially. They might actually run themselves out of this penalty.
Chip kick over. They've got a free one, and we're going to go back to the penalty called.
Where? Here?
Here.
There.
Something. Mariloma's backing their line out, going to the corner. Prime penalty kicking range, but no. He says, we want 7 points.
And they need it. They really do to stay in this game. Loma's lineout has traditionally been very strong. I don't know what they're feeding them over there or what's in the water in central Vancouver, but they are tall.
Yes. Loma's having a huddle, setting up something here. Looks like they're going to be setting up a maul. They've got 3, 6, 7 players in. They've been going with the 4-man all day. So something different coming here from the Merlaoma pack. Corn Luddick on the insert.
Whoever can get this maul set or sacked first will take the points.
O'Brien is in the middle and looks to set it up. And Luddick, they do get this one set.
Yep,
Westshore driving them towards the sideline. Now Merlaoma drives straight, going 5, 4, 3 meters out, 2 meters, 1 meter.
They can do it.
Doesn't get it down.
Ref's got his hand on his ear like maybe he's listening for something. It's a penalty try.
Penalty try.
Yeah. Being able to withstand Westshore's sack there just means Mariloma's able to get that ball moving with less people defending them. Likely what happened is probably a player ended up going down, taking out somebody's legs. You're not allowed to tackle in the mall. You just have to push it over. And whether that was intentional or not remains to be seen.
The ref is going to go to the card as well.
Cheese for who? Bobby
For
McKay?
Bobby McKay, the reserve prop, is heading off the field.
Taken out legs. That's my guess.
So under 10 minutes to go. That means Westshore is going to be down a player for the remainder of this match. Up 22-14. 8 points separate these sides. Not much time on the clock now. Westshore is just going to want to burn as much of that time as possible.
Absolutely. Loma is in comeback range. However, with the 8-point difference, they are going to have to get something quickly, whether that's a penalty kick or whether that's a drop goal or something. They're going to need it. Oh!
Olindi disrupts that pass, and the pressure forces a knock-on.
For scrum number 12.
Scrum number 12. 7 minutes on the dot remaining here at Westshore Parks and Rec.
Anyone who took the under is looking pretty happy right now, but there's always a chance. Always a chance. Please, please, I don't want to lose a second kidney. Very high stakes game of over and unders. Playing for keeps. It's like pink slips, but kidneys. Hard to tell up here in the commentary booth, but Max Foot has taken his toque off. We can see the new cut. Woo, 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 woo.
Westshore scrum inside Mariloma territory. That was looked like an early shunt from Merlaoma. Stojanovic picks it up.
Ref says no.
We're going to reset things.
No fun.
That looked kind of dangerous there from both sides. They did not look happy with that hit.
I think that's why the ref probably blew it up. Not that it was a showing of power or dominance or anything like that, but if both props are getting pinned and spun and they're in a bit of a spiral, you get that loading on the spine and it just becomes dangerous on people's necks. You want to avoid what's called axial loading.
Reset on the scrum here for Westshore.
Ooh, big hit.
That ball gets picked up by Stojanovic again, who's going to rumble himself. He finds the offload to James. James is in the try area, but doesn't quite get it down.
Brilliant defense.
Held up.
Brilliant defense from the Lomas there to hold it up in a vital, vital position.
And a quick tap and go on the reset from Merlaoma. They end up with the ball back in hand 6 meters out from their own try line. Carry now from the Merlaoma forwards. Gets brought down by the Westshore defense.
Iron sharpens
ball spills
iron.
out into Durango's hands.
That is not what Lomas needed. They needed to get out of their own end and maintain the ball, which is a Herculean task.
Ooh. Inside ball to a Luch who runs into a brick wall. Westshore playing. Mitch Bowie dart season. Oh, great work.
I thought he was going down. He had a hand. Somebody had a hand on his jersey. He was pumping those legs.
Great work from Mitch Bowie. He put 5 points on the board, but in the backfield, there's some argy-bargy going on. Luch saw a Loma player doing something he didn't like, so now they're going at it. But Captain Kane Parrott says, let's move on. We scored.
Yeah. He goes, you know, your hair and your nail color doesn't really match. Can we just move on? Another relatively easy kick for Reese. Always a chance to miss it, but he's shown he can easily slot from this position, which would lengthen Westshore's 27 lead to 29 points, creating an even larger gap for Lomas to overcome. The sun has disappeared behind the clouds again. Now it's no longer raining, but it is getting colder. It's that February evening. Everybody's bundled up. We've got supporters in long waistcoats, big hats, and of course the one guy in shorts. Always.
Reese James will add 2 to the tally for the Valhallians. Under 4 minutes to go here at Westshore Parks and Rec.
You could hear the drizzle. It's starting to come back. Spoke about the weather and it started raining. Happens every time.
Just past 4 p.m. here in Colwood, British Columbia. Under 3 minutes to go on the clock. Mariloma's on the reset. Stojanovic gathers and goes straight into contact on the inside center.
Westshore's just looking to hold on to
Now
that
Bowie
ball.
finds Carroll. Carroll to Matt Weir, who juggles the ball. Olindi is able to clean that one up, luckily.
Stay in bounds, stay in bounds.
Tackle called. Lots of hands in that ruck. Foster Dewitt's going to get in and clean things up here for the men in blue. Nordstrom is going to boot that one downfield.
Oh, they're contesting each other. Almost had a game-on-game collision.
Ben Pope finds a gap in the middle of the Westshore defense, almost gets all the way. Finally gets brought down by Reese James.
We're getting feedback from Silkerton.
And a penalty against Westshore offside.
We're getting feedback from Silkerton in the chat. Number 1 on Lomas threw a punch. I think it was missed. We'll have to go back and scrub the footage, see if it's worth bringing to a tribunal. I'm not doing that.
Mitch Bowie's got some blood on his face. Now Mariloma looking to set up another driving maul. Their last entry into the 22 resulted in a penalty try, putting them at 14 points. Currently down by 15 with under almost a minute to go on our clock by our time. Might be different according to the referee, but we shall see.
That's tough no matter which way you cut it, because even with a converted try here, they're not in the 7 points range for their bonus point. But Lomas is not a club to give up easily.
They've been to the BC Club Finals a number of times in recent years. They are a force to be reckoned with for sure, and this maul is not to be reckoned with. They get all the way, and they get the try.
Brilliant work there to secure an extra 5 points. Lomas is hustling back. They might take this kick quick. They'll still have time to potentially get on the board here.
Down by 10 now is Merlaoma with not very much time on the clock. Referee looking at his wrist.
He's saying, speed it up.
That kick is just going to push right of the post. We've got a ball at midfield, says the referee, so get up here.
He's saying
no time
extra
on
time.
the clock. So all Westshore's got to do is get control of this ball and kick it out of bounds.
No evidence, not like this game's being filmed. Who said that? Who's filming this game? You let me know. I'll have a word with them. We're into overtime now. Loma's still a chance to come away with a bonus point, so they're probably eager to run it back down. Westshore just wants to kick this thing off the park.
Reese James kicks it way downfield for the 8-man Ale. Merlaoma rumbling inside their half, trying to build some phases to get out into Westshore territory. Pope with it, cuts back inside, gives the offload. That ball goes backwards. That was almost a knock-on to end it. Kane Parrott is in that one, tries to get it, throwing his hands up, saying he had that one. No, he doesn't, says the referee. Tip pass backwards.
Dangerous
Scrappy
passes like that
play
are
here from
tough.
Mariloma, trying to build something. They find a bit of space on the far side. Finally gets brought down just off the 10-meter mark. Now the other way.
Ooh, nobody wanted that. Where's it going?
Rucks are getting messy.
Penalty for Westshore off for their feet. Loma's so eager for the ball.
And that is going to be it for the game.
Well, I mean, not yet. Westshore could steal a
O'Brien-
quick tap it and run it down. They're not going to.
And
of
Reese
course.
James is just going to kick that out for a victory for the home side.
29-19, Westshore wins the Preimership match here at Wanda Fuca, Colwood BC. Thank you so much for joining us. My name's Zephyr. I've been joined by my co-host, Max. We will be gone for another couple weeks. When is our next time back here, Max?
We are back at Westshore Parks and Rec on March 21st with the Premier men taking on James Bay for our Alumni Velox Day. That's going to be a big day down at the club. Late March, too. We might get a nice warm weather rugby day.
I'm hoping. So join us there in person. Join us on the live stream. Otherwise, check out our socials, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We'll keep your fix of rugby up until you can join us again in 3 weeks' time.
Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.